Standard birthday messages are often static text, a quick WhatsApp forward, or a generic social media post cleared from a notification tray in seconds. Birthday Bloom replaces these with a linear state machine that controls the pacing of animations, interactive transitions, and audio feedback to guide the recipient through a cinematic surprise. Building this type of high-performance visual storytelling requires assembling a complex layer of React components, state management, and custom CSS animations. Birthday Bloom is entirely open source. Its codebase is built and maintained by a global community of volunteers collaborating on GitHub to improve it. Whether you're an experienced developer, a UI designer, or a writer, you can contribute. This guide will walk you through the specific steps needed to make your first successful contribution. The platform relies on a registry of 14 specialized relationship templates, ranging from siblings to guardians. Because family dynamics and celebration styles vary across different cultures, community contributors are needed to provide the localized context that keeps these templates authentic. To navigate the repository, you have to understand its division. The core application logic is stored in the SRC folder, while the setup guides and documentation live in the docs directory. Before you modify any project files, read the architecture.md and styleguide.md documents. These files define the code conventions and the system architecture you'll need to follow. Now that you understand the structure, navigate to the GitHub Issues tab. This is where you can find a list of planned features and reported bugs that need attention. For your first contribution, look for the Good First Issue label. These tasks are specifically scoped and pre-approved for newcomers to ensure a smooth start. Working on these pre-approved issues ensures that your time is spent on improvements that the community has already prioritized, which makes the review process much more efficient. Improving the project doesn't always require writing code. Identifying bugs, refining documentation, or suggesting new features provides the same level of value to the project's growth. A high-quality bug report replaces vague complaints with a structured template, including steps to reproduce, expected behavior, and system information. For new features, justify the user benefit and demonstrate alignment with project goals. Using these templates allows maintainers to triage ideas quickly, preventing developers from spending effort on features that may not fit the project's direction. The setup starts with forking the repository. This creates a personal copy of the code on your GitHub account, where you can safely experiment without affecting the main project. To run the project locally, you need Node.js version 18 or higher. Once that's installed, use the npm install command in your terminal to set up the dependencies. Before you make any changes, create a new feature branch in your terminal. This keeps your work organized and separate from the main branch of your fork. Now we need to look at the project's most important architectural rule, the env first philosophy. This mockup shows the difference. On the left, the name John is hard-coded directly into the text, which we avoid. On the right, the name is pulled dynamically from the environment configuration through the birthday store. Features must scale across all relationship types. Whether for a partner or parent, your code should never hard-code relationship strings into the UI. This env-first approach is what allows users to generate millions of uniquely personalized experiences just by updating their environment variables without needing to touch the source code. When your changes are ready, push your local branch back to your personal fork on GitHub. From there, you can initiate a new pull request to propose merging your work into the main project. Every pull request needs a completed contributor checklist and a clear description of the work. You must also link the pull request to the original issue you worked on. Once submitted, your work enters the review phase. Automated tools will check for formatting or logic errors, while the project maintainers provide direct feedback on the code. Receiving requests for changes is a normal part of the collaborative process. Use this feedback to polish your work and ensure it meets the project standards. After your code is merged, you've officially joined a global team. Your contribution will now help thousands of users build more meaningful digital connections for the people they care about.